Imagine feeling like you have one foot in two completely different worlds, and yet never feeling like you truly belong to either. This, unfortunately, is a reality faced by many children of immigrants. The purpose of this speech today is to shed light on the often hidden stresses that many second generational immigrants experience. As a child of immigrant parents myself, my personal experiences, along with extensive academic research, have given me insight into the psychological impacts of these hidden stresses. Whether you're a child of immigrants, know someone who is, or simply wants to understand the diverse experiences within our society, this is a topic that is relevant for everyone. Today, I will be covering a series of 3 topics. The first, cultural identity struggles. The second, parental obligations. And the third, the psychological and emotional impacts. Let's begin by first exploring the main stressor, cultural identity struggles. Children of immigrants often straddle 2 cultures, the one at home, rooted in their parents' heritage, and the one outside, influenced by the society that they grow up in. On August 7th of 2010, Mirella Stroink and her colleagues conducted a study exploring bicultural identity conflict in second-generation Asian Canadians. The study found that when people identified their cultures as completely separate entities, they tended to feel less connected to each culture simultaneously. They also found that the feeling was influenced by how much they felt that they belonged to each culture. While grappling with their cultural identities, children of immigrants often face another significant barrier. That is the one of parental obligations. Immigrant parents often sacrifice a great deal, leaving behind family and familiar surroundings and working multiple, often low-paying jobs. While their aim is to provide for their children with opportunities and quality of life that they themselves weren't able to experience, they often end up unconsciously burdening their children with a sense of obligation and duty. According to Andrew Fellini, in the Adjustment of Children from Immigrant Families in August of 1998, open quote, children from immigrant families feel a profound sense of duty and obligation to their families. They are more likely than those from American-born families to believe that they should help their parents financially, end quote. The stress from these cultural and familial pressures can often lead to significant issues regarding their psychological and emotional status. Growing up in a bicultural environment and constantly struggling between 2 cultures can lead to a sense of identity confusion. Children of immigrants often feel obligated to meet their parents' high expectations, also while trying to assimilate to a diversifying society. This can lead to feelings of pressure and constant inadequacy. The combination of these hidden stresses can have negative impacts on their mental health. In 2010, Stephanie Podenik and colleagues conducted a study on depression and anxiety among first-generation immigrant Latino youth. They concluded that children of immigrants were at highest risk for anxiety, depression, and PTSD compared to their peers. In conclusion, understanding these stresses are crucial in supporting this demographic. I hope I have raised awareness on the hidden stresses the second-generational immigrants face throughout their lives. Today we covered the cultural identity struggles, the parental obligations, and the psychological and emotional impacts. So I encourage you to actively engage in these conversations. Equip yourself with the knowledge to create environments of acceptance. Empower your fellow second-generational immigrants to thrive in their diverse cultural identities. By recognizing and addressing these hidden stresses, we can help create a more inclusive and supportive environment for our second-generation immigrant friends, families, acquaintances, and more. Thank you.